Hello friends, welcome to Consumer Times, your ultimate guide to new legal metrology rules 2024. The Legal Metrology Act just got a major upgrade. In this Consumer Times deep dive, we break down the latest 2024 amendments to the Packaged Commodities Rules and what they mean for your wallet and safety. Hello and welcome to Consumer Times. I am your host Dr. Arun Kumar. Today we will talk about the Legal Metrology Act of 2009 and its Packaged Commodities Rules. Might sound like dry legal jargon, but these regulations are actually your strongest weapons as a consumer in today's marketplace. With significant new developments rolling out in 2024, understanding these rules has never been more crucial for protecting yourself from deceptive packaging and misleading claims. At its core, the Legal Metrology Act ensures that when you buy a product claiming to contain 500 grams of rice or 1 liter of oil, you are actually getting exactly that amount. The Act covers all pre-packaged commodities sold in India, from your morning cornflakes to the detergent powder under your kitchen sink. But here's where it gets interesting. The recent amendments have introduced game-changing provisions that directly impact how companies can market their products to you. The most significant development in 2024 involves stricter enforcement of net quantity declarations and enhanced penalties for violations. Under the new rules, manufacturers must now display net quantities in a more prominent font size, and the tolerances for quantity variations have been tightened significantly. This means companies can no longer get away with those subtle short weights that consumers rarely noticed but definitely paid for. The amendment also introduces mandatory dual declaration for certain products, requiring both metric and traditional units to be clearly displayed, eliminating confusion for consumers across different regions. Perhaps the most consumer-friendly change is the introduction of QR code linking requirements for packaged commodities above certain weight categories. These QR codes must now link to detailed product information including manufacturing details, ingredient sourcing, and even batch-specific quality testing results. This transparency revolution means you can now trace your breakfast cereal from farm to shelf with just a smartphone scan. The new rules also mandate that any product making health claims or using terms like organic, natural, or pure must provide verifiable certification details through these digital links. The enforcement mechanism has also been overhauled dramatically. The new amendments establish fast-track consumer complaint resolution through digital platforms, allowing consumers to report packaging violations directly to legal metrology officers through a dedicated mobile application. Response times for investigations have been reduced from 30 days to just 7 days for clear-cut violations. More importantly, the penalty structure now includes not just fines for companies, but also mandatory compensation to affected consumers, turning legal metrology from a regulatory exercise into a direct consumer protection tool. One of the most impactful changes addresses the long-standing issue of misleading package sizes. The new rules require that primary display panels cannot use deceptive visual cues that make packages appear larger than their actual contents. This directly targets the practice of oversized packaging with minimal product inside, something that has frustrated consumers for decades. Companies must now ensure that package dimensions are proportional to content volume, with specific mathematical ratios defined for different product categories. The digital integration aspect extends beyond QR codes. Manufacturers must now maintain real-time digital records of their packaging compliance, accessible to both regulators and consumers. This creates an unprecedented level of transparency in the packaged goods industry. The new system also introduces predictive analytics for identifying potential violations before products reach store shelves, shifting the focus from reactive penalties to proactive compliance. For consumers, these changes translate into tangible benefits. Your grocery bills become more predictable because you're guaranteed to receive the exact quantities you pay for. Health-conscious shoppers can now verify organic and natural claims instantly rather than relying on marketing promises. Parents buying baby food or elderly consumers purchasing medicines can access complete ingredient traceability with unprecedented ease. The fast-track complaint system means that when you do encounter violations, resolution happens in days rather than months. However, implementation challenges remain significant. Small manufacturers, particularly in rural areas, are struggling with the digital compliance requirements. The cost of implementing QR code systems and maintaining digital records has led to concerns about increased product prices. Some industry associations argue that the new tolerances are too strict for certain traditional products where natural variations are expected. Looking ahead, the Legal Metrology Department is planning integration with GST systems to create automated compliance monitoring. Future phases will likely include blockchain-based traceability for premium products and AI-powered packaging verification systems at retail points. Consumer advocacy groups are already pushing for the next round of amendments to include mandatory calorie labeling and allergen warnings under the same framework. The bottom line for consumers is clear. These new legal metrology rules represent the most significant expansion of consumer protection in packaged goods since the original act was passed. While companies adapt to the new requirements, consumers gain unprecedented transparency, faster grievance resolution, and stronger legal protections. Understanding these rights isn't just about knowing the law, it's about getting the full value for every rupee you spend. And this is perfect for conscious consumers, grocery shoppers, parents, health enthusiasts, and anyone who wants to get full value for their money. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this helped you become a smarter consumer.